Say against me now. Let's go here. How's it going? Hey, GPTX. What's up, going, friend? How's it going? Landon. Landon. All right, so let's see. We got some media assets. I'm trying to get these little things. They got some background noises. All right, friends, I'm super excited you guys are here. Hey, my name is Sam, and I want to get into a framework for you, a little bit of motivation, a little bit of inspiration, but most importantly, an opportunity for you to focus on you today. And I hope that's an amazing choice that you're making today. Right, guys. Right, guys. Let me grab my little marker right here. Let me get a board. We're going to talk about asking. All right, friends. What's up? Brad, how's it going, Brad? What up, Brad? Hey, Zinley, do you ever get your hair braided? Heck no. Do you ever get hit? No, dude. How about you? It just looks so painful to me. It looks so painful to me. I can imagine some pulling my head 24/7, 369. That's what I hear, but I mean, I've never done it before, so I'm not. But how about you, friend? Yeah, you? Okay, well, heck yeah, man. I never grow my hair out long enough to actually do it as well, so that's probably another reason why I really haven't had that happen. But yes, we're gonna talk about asking. Asking. Alexa, volume 2. Let's do that. We're gonna talk about asking for what we want in this world. And we're gonna give you an ask framework. I think when it comes to your goals and it comes to your dreams, we're gonna use this framework, the ASK. And when it comes to your goals and dreams, I want you to ask yourself this question. It's funny about my framework is ask. What are you asking for out of life? I want you to hear this today. Because I think many of us are looking to get to places we've never been before, but we're not asking what we truly want of life. And I want you to ask yourself that question today. What are you asking of life? What are you expecting of life? What are you expecting when it comes to your goals and your dreams? Are you expecting things to happen? Are you just hoping for things to happen? Are you just wishing for things to happen? But I need you to understand this today, that you have the power to set that intention and to see what happens today. I need you to hear this. Because for the longest time, I was just hoping, wishing, dreaming that my goals are going to become a reality. And maybe you find yourself in that same situation, hoping for things to get better, wishing for things to get better, but not getting better yourself. But it was when I realized it's when I get better that things change. That's when the power came back. I think it's a powerful moment everyone else when we realize that what are we asking of life? But most importantly, I want to give you the framework today. It's our ask framework because each of these letters is going to stand for something today. I want to ask you this. A stands for advocate. It's time for you to be your own advocate. See, many of us are asking of life, but not advocating for ourselves, advocating for our dreams, advocating for the things we're looking to achieve. So we are always waiting for somebody to push us in the right direction, even force us in the right direction, even prompt us to make the right direction, right? To make the right decision. But I need you to hear this today. When it comes to your goals and dreams, it's time for you to make the decision. I need you, because for a long time, I found myself in that same situation, hoping for things to get better, wishing for things to get better, thinking that eventually things will get better, right? But it wasn't to that moment I really wanted things to change. I was going to have to be my own advocate. See, I think in many times, we're so used to, granted, you're brought up that way, right? Your parents make that your advocate. Maybe it's your doctor that advocate is your advocate, but it's time for you to be your own advocate. It's time for you to be the person who steps up in life that it's time for me to demand more. That's when I think of advocate. I think somebody who demands, who knows that you can do more, you can be more, but most importantly, that you deserve more. I think many times, like me, I found that outside of me. If I was going to want more, someone else is going to have to ask for me. But today, I want this to be your reminder. It's time for you to advocate for yourself. It's time for you to expect more It's time for you to push for more, but most importantly, it's time for you to decide that you can be more. Isn't that powerful? That you can be more this day. That, hey, Maverick, welcome to live. Glad you're here. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, Maverick, you can be more. And that's the choice that you can make. I think that's the most powerful decision that you ever make in your life. Is to decide more out of life. Because I think many of us are just hoping for more out of life. We're just wishing for more out of life. We've been taught to more out of life. What's up, Mr. Goober Productions, Kinsley Jones? Are we cousins? Hey, Kinsley, how's it going? But yes, what are you asking out of life? But most importantly, hey, Sam, do you like? Yes, I love you, Marsh. Welcome. I love you, man. Glad you're here. Inky Ease update. Welcome live. Glad you're here. But yes, it's time to ask for more out of life. Savannah, hey, Andy GD, welcome live. How's it going, Savannah? Hey, Kinsley, Mr. Goober Productions. Glad you guys are here. I want you to hear that today. It's time to be the advocate of your life. It's time to be the person who demands more out of your life. It's time. Hey, what's up, Mr. Goober? Glad you guys are here. But it's time to believe in yourself. See, Jeff in the game, glad you're here, friend. Tina, welcome live. But yes, it's time to be that advocate in your life. It's time that person that demands more out of your life. Because I need you to hear this. You can be more. I need you to hear that today. Because maybe somebody told you couldn't be. Real mother, welcome live. I need you to hear this. You can be more. You can do more. You deserve, but you're going to have to demand it. I need you to hear that today. This was a for me. I realized I have to demand more out of life. Yeah. You're going to have to be your own advocate. You're going to have to be the asks for more, who decides to do more work, who decides to believe more. It's time to be your own advocate. I need you to hear that today. It's time to start asking for more out of life, realizing that you deserve more, but most importantly, that you can be more. Now, what is, we hear this many times. I want to say this because I hear act like the person we want to become, right? You maybe have heard that a lot. I think that's a great thing in the self-development area is act like the person we want to become. But I need to start thinking like the person you want to become. Because I think many times we're acting. You start thinking like the person, making those decisions like you're for your future self. Like if I'm learning to be a rocket ship, if I'm going to be you driving a car, let's say my dream is to drive a race car. I'm going to start race magazines. I'm going to start seeing the possible training that's going to need me and push me in that direction, right? Andy G, geometry. When I ask you a question, what you demand out of life, and you realize that you need to be your advocate now, you have to be the person who steps up for yourself. Evelina, are you doing it? Are you your own advocate? Are you stepping up to the plate? Are you getting more out of life? Are you believing that you deserve more? Are you deciding to do more? Are you accepting how things are going? That's a great question. How things are going and not expecting more. I need this to be your reminder today that you're more powerful than you think. You're more capable than you think. And the world is a better place. Hey, the movie hero. My dream is to make America great again. Hey, hey. It all starts one place, friend. But the best part is it starts with you. And I think that's a great thing. I love that movie hero said, my dream is to make America great again. And I think the most powerful thing you could ever think is if when you want something to be better, that means you have to be better, right? The American hero, it means that you have to be better. I think that's such a powerful statement there because I think many times where we set these goals, we set these expectations, but we're not doing the work. And when I think of doing the work, that's when you become your own advocate. That's when you start to take the power back and things start to change. Isn't that powerful? That the change you seek outside of you, the change that you seek starts with you. And I hope that excites you because maybe you felt that change was outside you. Maybe you felt that you had to have certain certifications, certain people in your corner for to get better. But I love this quote. I don't know who said it, but it says, if you want things to change, you have to change. I think that could be the scariest part, is because when we're hoping for change, we're looking at everybody else but ourselves, right? Isn't that funny how, like, when you hear, like, when somebody, you're hoping for change, I just don't want everything to change for me, but we want things to get better. Isn't that kind of funny? Hey, Jace, welcome along. Glad you're here. But I want you to think about that today. Have you felt this year so far hoping for things to get better, but not wanting to change? Is anybody guilty of that? I am. I've been guilty. Hoping things would get better, but doing the same thing, expecting a different result. And it's funny when I say doing the same thing, expecting a different result. I'm back again. Knox, where's White Sox? Let's freaking go, friend. But yeah, I want you to hear that today. Are you hoping for things to get better, but not doing the work? But I hope this excites you, because maybe you felt stuck. Maybe you feel afraid. Maybe you feel like things can't get better. I want you to hear this today, that things get better because of you, because it starts with you. And then it starts with you when it comes to your goals, when it comes to your dreams, when it comes to those things you're looking to achieve. Sarah, welcome to live. I know we're in here. It's a VIP, Sarah. It's VIP. But I only invited you. Only invited you. I still subbed. Thank you so much, Knox. Knox, where's White Sox? OG, triple OG. I appreciate this. You're awesome. Knox, where's White Sox? I appreciate you, man. You're awesome. Thank you so much for your belief and your support. But yes, now that we realize when it comes to our ASK framework, A stands for advocate, S stands for, hey, Wiley, welcome to live. Rip, what's up? S stands for success. And when it really comes, now that we realize that when it comes to our ASK framework, A stands for being our own, the advocate, is what we talked about. ASK, asking of life. But we realize A stands for advocate. And we were talking about how if you're looking to make your life better, it's time to start asking for what you want, but most importantly, being your own advocate. And I think it's super important factor into that ASK framework is success. And how many of us know what success means? What does success mean to you? Okay. Think about that question. Let that sink in. What does success mean to you? That movie hero, what does success mean to you? I need to hear that today. What does success mean to you? I would love to hear what success means to you. Hey, Red Pokemon Live, glad you. Success mean to you? Have you ever asked yourself that question? What does success mean to you? I mean, it's a great question, right? I had to ask myself that question. You know, family. I love that. The movie hero. He says, family. Movie hero says, family means success. That's a beautiful thing. I love that. I love that movie hero. Success means family to him. That's awesome. And I love that. Because I believe that you came up with that decision of what success looks like. Alpha, welcome along here. Because for many of us, you know, when it comes to success, we base success off what society tells us, or maybe what our family of us. But I like my friend, the movie hero said, you know, he defined success for himself. He said success was family. Now, how do you define success? And when you have that definition of family, that's the hero. Did you make that decision, or did somebody else tell you success looked like? Because for a long time, I thought I knew the answer. You know, for me, I thought success was working at a steady job, one you could retire with lifelong benefits and security, right? Isn't that powerful? That's what I was told success was. Success for me was working at a steady job, one you could possibly retire from and have the full benefits. That's what I was told success. Guess who's back? Nullify, what's up, friend? That was the chat for friend Nullified. Good seeing you, man. He's back. He's back in the building. Whoa. Good seeing you, Nullified, man. Glad you're here. Glad you're joining me on the stream. But yeah, we're talking about the ASK framework, because I realized that, you know, we're asking out of life. in our A standard for being our own advocate. We realize that if you're making to make your goals a reality, you got to start asking for what you want. But most importantly, we realize that when we get to ask part of our ask framework, we realize that what does success mean to us? Ex-girlfriend, welcome to the live. I think I've joined your lives before, ex-girlfriend. I'm so glad you're here. Yes. What does success mean to you? Have you ever asked yourself that question? We had that movie hero said that success was family. And I think many of us, like for me, success was working at a one that you could retire from with those, had all the retirement benefits. But real success was when I had that definition, I realized that that wasn't mine. I realized that that was the definition that somebody told me. Somebody told me, well, success is having a job that you could retire from. So what did I do? I worked hard for it. Catlin, Lisa H, welcome live. Glad you're here. We're talking about the ask framework. I'm talking right now. We're focusing on success. We're focusing on who has defined success for you. Because for a long time, like I was telling them, I thought success was working at a steady job, one you could retire from. And I realized that I was working really, really hard. Leah Lee. I was working really hard to achieve something to find. William, welcome live. And maybe you find yourself like that. Dreaming for things to get better. Doing the work, working really hard. But you're not feeling satisfied. And I think this is a powerful moment in your life. And I hope this resonates with you because that's what I did for a long time. I realized that I was working for something that someone else defined for me. And I think that that's truly where burnout begins. We're working for things that we don't even want. We're working for things that others have told us are valuable. We're working for things that someone told us we needed. Work harder. Have you ever worked really hard for something? You finally get to that promised land and you wonder, is this why don't I feel satisfied? Why am I not happy and jumping with my hands in the air like I just don't care? Welcome to life. Why don't I feel like I did it? I made it. And I think it's because women that want our I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you. Thank you for the gift, friend. I appreciate you, man. Always pay my friends. But yes, I want you to think about that. How are you looking for that you really wanted, that someone else told you needed, that someone else told you was valuable, that someone else decided for you? Hey, Amanda Ashley. Welcome to live, friend. Glad you're here. I like the fact that you have two first names. Do you get that a lot, Amanda Ashley? Or is it Amanda and Ashley? Or is this like one account with double share? Sorry. That's just how my brain works. It's like gave me 18 questions. But yes, what are you asking of life, Amanda Ashley? What are you asking of life, Mai? Because today we're talking about the ask framework. And A stands for being your own advocate. S stands for defining success for yourself. It comes to your goals or dreams. Are you working for something you truly want or something that someone else wants for you? Nisar, welcome alive. Because I found myself like that for a long time. Wanting something because someone else told me I needed it. Worked hard, achieved the goal there at the finish line and didn't feel satisfied. But honestly, I felt further behind. And maybe you today feel that way. You set that goal at the beginning of the year. You felt like this was going to move that needle forward. This is going to give you that feeling of fulfillment. But you find yourself at this point of the year feeling further away, maybe even afraid. But I think it's the power of defining success for ourselves is when we have to take, we start to truly map us, is what moves us in the right direction. See, I don't believe in burnout. I believe in working in the wrong direction. I believe in the loss of passion. See, this thing is burnout. You're just walking in the wrong direction. And I need to ask you this question. How long would you work in the wrong direction and expect to get to where you want to be on each day? Because many of us in that situation, I've been there for a very long time, working my way in the wrong direction, hoping to land where I want to be. I want you to hear this. That's the power we have right now, that you can direction in your life. It's not to start over. And maybe you find that way. You feel like it's too late for me to do something new. But I think it's never too late to do something today. It's never too late to do anything new. But it's never too late to you. And when it comes to your goals and it comes to the direction of your life is going in this moment, are you being true to you? They're remembering. How's it going, friend? Are you being true to you? Are you being true to your dreams? Are you being true to your goals? Are you being true to who you were meant to be? Because it's time to set yourself free. And now as we go into the ask friend, we're going to go into our, now that we've become our own advocate, now that we find a success ourselves, to keep going. I need you to hear that today. Not only is it time to be your own advocate, not only is it time to define success for yourself, but most importantly, it's time to keep going. Sherry, welcome live. Glad you're here. I think many times when it comes to my goals, I realize that I was giving up before the finish line. Sometimes age will stop you. Yes, that's true. That's true, that movie hero. Sometimes age will slow you down. And I think that's the most powerful thing, like that movie says, because age is a factor. What's up, Skull Dad? Oh, Dad, good seeing you, friend. I want you to hear that today. Hey, Yasmin, welcome live. Glad you're here, friend. Hope you had an amazing Sunday so far. Hope you have an amazing start to your week. But we're talking about asking for what we want out of life, realizing that we need to be our own advocate. We're going to have to define success for ourselves. But most importantly, when it comes to our goals, it's time to keep going. And like I was going to say here, I believe we're giving up before the finish line. And you might be like, I'm still working. I think what happens is success evolves. I need you to hear this today. Success evolves as you do. Yasmin. So what success looks like in one season of your life will look completely different in another, that movie hero. But that's okay, as long as it aligns with who you are. So I want to leave you with it. It's time to start asking what you want out of life. Realizing the only person who can deny you, Drake, is you. I think it's a scary truth, right? Can you tell me why to be? Can you tell me why? What to be in life? Oh, I'm serious. What you guys say? What in life? Can I in life? No, the best thing, as I would like to say, is what do you want? And that's what we're talking about when it comes to being asking what being our own advocate today, Skull Dad. And I was talking about, you said, what do you want to be in life? And I think you asked a great question, because a lot of us are asking ourselves that question: what should I be in life? To be what you should be in life is your own advocate. It's time for you to be your own advocate, Kenneth. It's time for you to be the person that makes that decision of what's going to work best for you. And that's what the advocate does. You start making that decision that this is the direction I want my life to go in. And when you commit, that's when things change. Do I have to in life? Can you tell me what I have to do in life? Yeah, do you have? You have to be your own advocate. You have to define for yourself. It's time. It's time. Kenneth, thematics. 85, welcome to live. That rhymes. That made me sound cool, bro. But yes, what are you asking? Are you asking for what you want out of life? Or are you hoping, wishing, dreaming? Because that's the choice you get to make each and every day. So I'm super excited you guys are here. Let's make some connections in here. If you're not subbed up to my YouTube, Facebook, let's be our my Instagram or my TikTok friends. Let's grow together so others may know the joy that you have. Hey, Angela, welcome to live, friend. Glad you're here. Hope you had an amazing Sunday. Dumb idiot. No, that's a very unique name. Well, now I happen to think you may be smart. But yes, I was asking out of life, Angela. What are you asking out of life? And I hope this is a question you ask yourself. Bianca, how's it going? Hey, Sam. Hey, Angela, how are you? What are you asking out of life? When you define yourself, or is you following someone else's success plan? Hey, Joe Lewis, welcome to live. But most importantly, have you kept going when it comes to your dreams? Darren says hi. Oh, Darren. It's Angela. Angela. You know, Angela, there's a lot of Angelas. I didn't know it was that Angela. Darren, what's up, man? D'Angela, Darren. How's it, you guys? You caught me live. Glad y'all are here. Love the video you and Grace had with the burning of cookies. That made me laugh. Made me laugh so hard. I was like, whoa, yeah, that's about right. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Skull for liking the live. Glad you're here. But it's time to be your own advocate when it comes to your life, when it comes to your goals and dreams, but most importantly, define success for yourself. Thank you for tapping the screen, Skull Dad. Appreciate you, friend. But yes, define success for yourself. I think it's a powerful movement in your life, and you realize that success is, something that you can, because you can define it for yourself. Right, Mr. Darren? Yeah. Jeff in the game. How's it going, friend? Welcome live. Glad. All right, my friends. Well, I hope you work. I hope you realize that it's time to be your own advocate in life. It's time to start asking for what you want out of life. But most importantly, it's time to start defining success for yourself. Not letting tell you what success is, not letting your family tell you what success is, but it's time to start defining success for yourself. If you find yourself feeling burnt out, if you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, you might be working in the wrong direction. Go. But most importantly, when it comes to your goals and dreams, realize that Rome wasn't built in a day, and it's time to keep going. So proud. Oh, thank you so much, Ms. Angela. I appreciate you, friend. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all are doing the same thing. We're all in the world. I think that's the most powerful thing we can do. Is just thank you for the support. W chat for Angela. You're awesome. Hey, Good seeing you, friend. But all right here, friends. So make sure you just step into that day, realizing that it's time to start asking for what you want out of life. Asking for what you want out of life. Hey, it was so good. I'm just wishing I got to eat the cookie part. That's a wish. I wish I could have been there for the cookie buffet. But all right, friends. Hey, you guys, y'all have an amazing evening. I'm super thankful for each and every one of you guys. We got 2 more minutes in here. ES Vienna Andrews, welcome to live. Glad you're here. Coming in here, tapping that screen. But yes, we were talking about the ASK framework, ASK, and A standing for being your own advocate. We realized that, hey, if we're making this the year change for us, for what we want, and then we ended for success, realize that, hey, Aiken, Ayo, we had realized that we were going to have to define success for ourselves, not letting everyone else define success for us. Like somebody told you maybe to be successful, you're going to have a mansion and a Lamborghini and 8 cars during life. But yes, maybe you find yourself like that, and so you're working really hard for this goal that might be unattainable for you, but you're doing everything you can. And then once you get there, you get that fancy car, you get that mansion, you don't feel satisfied. India Davis, welcome live. Success is $6. See, it could be just That simple, Angela. 6 dogs. I'm thinking 7 though. I'm just joking. See, that's what brings you joy. But most importantly, you get to define it for yourself. And it's just that powerful. It's just that powerful that you get to define it for yourself and nobody else. And I love that, Angel. Thank you for sharing that. But Darren says 7. 7's a luckier number. All right, friends. I'm super thankful for you guys. Well, hey, friends, I'm going to jump on tomorrow. I hope you have an amazing Labor Day weekend. That extra day, if you are working, know that you're loved, know that you matter. But most importantly, know that the world is better than you. I want Darren to take me to work out in the morning. Darren, take me to you. Darren. Darren's my ride. Darren's going to take me to camp and the workout. Well, I'm having my 5, 6, and my 8:30. So I hope to see y'all at one of them. All right. So I got to get in because I got to make sure I'm there. Right. So, all right, you guys. Hope y'all had an amazing Labor Day. If I didn't get to see you today, y'all have a great day. Have a great day. Joining me tomorrow. Do the same thing. Yeah. Good night, Angela and Darren. Y'all take care, friends. Bye. All right, team. End your live